Hello YouTube, Dave back again, and today I'm going to go through and show you how to cook sin-free chicken country vegetable soup. Nice and easy. I've decided to do this because I'm at work for the next few days after today, so this will keep nice easy tea when I get back home, but nice and filling. I'll just go through my ingredients here. So we've got 3 carrots, a handful of potatoes, some tomatoes, 2 onions. I've been through the frozen chicken breasts. I had 2 packs, so I've just gone through and got out all the little tiny bits that aren't great chicken breasts for a main meal, but are ideal for a soup. So we'll start the recipe by cooking those off, and then I've gone in the freezer and just got out some frozen peas and sweet corn and mixed them in a bowl. Now for the tin stuff, we just got some chopped tomatoes, some red kidney beans, some mushy peas, and then to season we have some chicken stock cubes, OXO obviously for the sin-free. Yeah, do be careful with the gravy granules, because a lot of them do contain fat. I know the OXO ones are sin-free, so I stick to those. I also like to add a bit of Bovril, which again, no fat in that, so that's fine. A little bit of mustard powder for flavouring, some coarse black pepper, some reduced sodium salt, and a few dried mixed herbs. My plan of action is to cook the chicken off. While that's cooking, chop up the veg, peel the potatoes and chop and cube those. Throw those in a pan with the chicken stock and the tin vegetables. Get that all cooking and seasoned. When the chicken's done, chop that up, put that into the pan with the rest and leave it to simmer. Nice and easy. I'll get the chicken in. Obviously for the chicken, just put it on a fry lighted tray, and the breasts I've got are fine to cook from frozen, but do check the ones you've got. These are Asda ones that specially made for cooking from frozen, so I'm not sure how yours are, but these take about 45 minutes to cook. Obviously if you've got fresh, lovely, just chop it up and pre-cook it a bit less, perhaps half an hour. But these do take 40 to 45 minutes, and I do like to give them the 45 just to be on the safe side. So that's my plan of action. I'll put the camera back on as soon as I've chopped those up. See you in a bit. As you can see here, the tins have been added to the pan. So we've got a lot of kidney beans, mushy peas, tomato, onion, carrots, peas, sweet corn, all in there, lovely, full of loads of super free vegetables that are great for the diet. All I'm doing now is making up a couple of jugs of stock. There's just 3 in each jug there, 3 OXO cubes. What I will do, if I can do this one-handed, just add a little bit of mustard powder just for flavouring to the stock. Just a little bit, not too much. Perhaps a little too much, but never mind. Some black pepper in there. I do like my black pepper, as you'll probably know from my other films. A little bit of salt, not too much. And some mixed herbs. Again, not too much, we don't want to overpower the flavour. Just wait for a kettle now. And then once we've got our stock, I'm going to blitz with the whisk. If you haven't got a whisk, it doesn't, one of the electric whisk, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you chop your veg nice and small. My soup diet seems to be working, sort of having a soup at lunch or for main meal and then a normal meal. This morning I was over the moon because I'd lost 1 pound since yesterday, so that's very good. So hopefully that will continue. Right, just back again there, and our veg, as you can see, is nicely all chopped in there. A good mix, and I'll just mix that up by hand. I have washed my hands, so nice and clean. Now, it is down to personal preference. Some people like to leave it chunky like this. Personally, I like it whisked down with the electric whisker to make it smoother when I'm having a soup, but again, it's just down to personal preference. One thing to remember when you do chop your veg, obviously the smaller you chop it, the quicker it's going to cook. So I tend to mix it down purely for speed a lot of the time. Right, I'll get my tins ready and come back to you shortly. Right, I've made up my stock there, and we've got 2 jugs, so I'll just add that into the pan. So, I'm just going to get a little spoonful of bovril. Okay, oh, this lid's stuck, I think. Great, just what you want live on film, that. So right, I'll just add a spoonful of that, just again for just a little bit of extra flavour there. Just adds a nice taste, that one. Make sure that's gone off the spoon, mix it into the liquid. I'll put those in the sink, that way. Clean as we go, that's what old McDonald's boss used to say. Right, and let's plug our liquidizer in now. Apologise for the sound, because obviously when I put this on it's going to be very noisy. So I'll shut up for a minute and just let you watch this. I will try and get it as splatter free as possible. I'll just grab the camera there, and as you can see now, got a nice consistency. If I just grab my spoon, you see that's gone to a lovely soup-like consistency. You can still see the veg in there, but it's reduced down quite a lot. Now, all I'm going to do is wait for the chicken to cook and chop that up once it's done. Throw that in and perhaps whisk it a little bit more so the chicken's mixed in. Okay, but that looks lovely. Right, YouTube, and our chicken breasts are all chopped up there, so I'm just going to add those to our pan over here. I use this as a way of using up all the small chicken breasts, all the poultry ones. Sorry, I'll stop. So, yeah, but it's a good way of using up all the little bits of chicken breast that you wouldn't use in a main meal. Right, I'm just going to whisk that up again. I won't film that as it's so noisy and you won't hear me anyway. I'll whisk that up and I'll show you it when it's ready to boil. Okay. And I'm just back on the stove here. I've I've got it on full blast at the minute, but as soon as that starts to get warm, start to see bubbles, I'll turn that down to a lower heat just so it simmers away. What you want to make sure is that your veggies cook through. I always pre-cook the chicken, so it's one less worry. I suppose if you know you're going to cook it for longer, you could put your chicken in raw, but not something I'd do personally. But I do know people who do that. But anyway, our chicken was nicely chopped up and whisked in the electric whisk, so it's all mixed in now. As soon as this gets a bit warmer, I'll give it a little taste, because you need to, as a cook, you need to know if what you've made tastes nice. So you do have to have a little taste of it, and you know, just to see if you want a bit more pepper, a bit more mustard powder, a bit more salt. Perhaps you think, oh, a bit of Worcester sauce would be nice in it, or you know, go with what you think. And same with the veg. Although you know, you've seen what I've put in there, don't be afraid to add veg of your choice. You might want to add a red pepper, or you know, any veg like turnip, swede, any of the winter stuff especially. Add it in. You know, it's all sin free, it's all super speed, it all helps with the weight loss, so you know, get it in there. I do like a bit of potato in there just to thicken it up, and the carrot, because that does make it that much more filling. Perhaps if you were making a lighter soup like an Italian tomato, say, you know, you would just add the perhaps pepper and tomato, but this nice winter stuff, you want this as a main meal. And I'm already thinking with this, I'm not going to need to use bread with it. You know, I'm not going to have to fill up with bread, which is a bad thing to do if you're trying to diet. So I already know that just a bowl of this will be fine, and if I'm still hungry, you know what, I'll just have a bit more. You know, it doesn't matter. That's exactly what I did yesterday when I was having some pea and ham soup. I had a bowl of it and thought that was lovely, but I'm still a bit hungry. You know, another half a bowl, doesn't matter. I've woke up this morning, lost a pound. Great stuff. Alright, I'll show you in the bowl when it's finished anyway, but that for now looks lovely. And just don't forget to have a little taste of you. And here we are with the final product, the finished bowl of soup there. Really nice dish. And we've got a great big pan full of soup for the next few days. Fantastic. Alright, see you next time. Bye.